Welcome back. My name is Aaron Lanning, your favorite realtor. Make sure you download our relocation guides, links below. Now, I live in Menifee and I love Menifee, but today we're talking about a hot topic, and that is identifying red flags. Not pink, but red. When buying a home. Let's go. Now, I sell about 20 to 30 homes a year. I obviously talk to people who are in the process of buying a home. And let me tell you, it absolutely can be nerve-wracking. And they often ask, like, what should I look for? What are the deal breakers? So that's what I want to dive into in this video. We're going to uncover what you need to know before making that big purchase. So red flag number one, skipping a home inspection. Why would you do this? Do you like to waste money? I don't think so. So this is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. In many hot markets, and especially in 2021, buyers were skipping home inspections to avoid losing out on a property. And let me be clear, nobody can deny you from having a professional inspection done. And a professional inspector spots things that the untrained eye might miss. But here's the deal. You don't have to skip the inspection. People just do it because they fear losing the house in a competitive market, but not knowing what to look for. However, knowing what to look for can save you from making a costly mistake. And even if a seller or that listing agent says on the counteroffer, home is sold as is, so what? Agree to it if you want the house, then do an inspection. And if the house is 20 years old or more, I would absolutely recommend a sewer scope inspection, but that's your call as it does add cost to the inspection. You can also do a roof inspection. We can request the seller to do a termite inspection, but just get the home inspection done. Red flag number two, the eye test. That was a weird wink. Don't do that again. What do I look for when I tour homes with buyers? When I pull up to the house, I'm checking out things that should be straight lines, right? Up and down or horizontal. I look at the roof and the pitch. Is there dips or sags? I'm looking at the fascia board under the roof tiles or shingles. Is there peeling paint on there? It's where termites can penetrate. I'm looking at the walls and windows. I'm looking for weaves in and out. Are they straight, in good condition? Outside, I'm looking at the grade outside of the house. This is important. You want to ensure water flows away from the building, not towards. And some concrete will show water flow patterns over time. Those all can be red flags. Up next, red flag number three, cracks.
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Get your mind out of the gutter. I'm talking about large cracks in the garage floor, hairline cracks in a wall, or stucco on the outside. Might not be a big deal, but large horizontal cracks, especially in a wall, that's a red flag. And then it absolutely could indicate outside grading or internal problems, leading to expensive fixes. And if a dime can fit in a stucco crack, that's a pretty big crack. Now, any known foundational issues, the seller has to let us know. And any quotes they've gotten, they've got to give us those quotes. Or else there will be some litigation issues if we happen to close without knowing those things. But if I see cracks in walls, we're definitely going to dig deeper here before we close. Red flag number four, minor versus major updates. So tons of people purchase a home with the expectation of only making small improvements, right? Repainting or updating the kitchen, but some of that stuff is a significant overhaul. You know, updating bathrooms or electrical wiring. All of that can escalate quickly. They're not instantly deal breakers, but they ought to prompt you to stop and think about the financial implication. And houses built before 1978, they might have lead paint, which requires a lot of work, precaution during repainting. And if you can't afford a 30 to 40K remodel for a kitchen and another 20,000 for flooring or bathrooms, then just consider moving on or winning the lottery. The lottery would be great right now for a lot of people. I would love to win the lottery, but I do because I get to work with people like you. Now, regarding electrical configurations, a fuse box with the screw-in fuses or knob and tube wiring, those types of wirings can present serious issues. They're outdated. Many insurances may decline coverage for the home or requesting a complete rewiring. And if you have a chimney leaning or in poor condition, that's a major repair job. Bricklaying and matching materials. And many home inspectors will look at this, but in my area, you actually will want to hire a chimney inspector. Chimney inspector, that's actually a thing, so do it. But you will probably only use your chimney on Christmas Day. I'm just saying, it's true. You're not gonna use it that much. Does a home have solar panels? I made a video on this and what you should look out for if you are buying a home and the type of solar financing you should be okay with if you are buying a home with solar. But always read the solar contract in depth, as I do when I have a buyer buying a home with solar, or I have a listing I'm selling that has solar. So I fully understand what terms the buyer needs to be okay with, and I put that in a counter offer so they know, and then I still advise them in that counter offer to read the solar contract themselves because they are taking over a home that has solar. It's important to know what you're taking over. So, what should you do if you see some of these red flags? Well, it's not a completely bleak scenario. Just remember, encountering these warning signs and red flags doesn't automatically mean you need to back out. Just allocate some funds for a potential repair and update, or we can try and negotiate a better sales price or a closing cost credit from the seller if this was something we didn't know when we wrote the offer. Just definitely wise to prioritize and strategize your approach to the renovations. And lastly, it's important to note that an older home isn't necessarily a problem. Like building codes, they change over time, right? This doesn't imply that older systems are dangerous or incorrectly installed. They were probably compliant with regulations at the time of installation and might still be in good working order. Nonetheless, it's crucial to remain vigilant and well informed. And when purchasing a home, of course this is a major purchase, you just want to be able to recognize potential red flags. This could prevent unwelcomed surprises down the line. I will help you evaluate all of this. If we had red flags, we're going to see how this fits in your financial strategy, and we'll respond accordingly what is best for you. If you found this information helpful about spotting red flags and buying a home, please don't hesitate to hit the like button, follow, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.